Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, January 15. Government is reporting that over 90% of the Jamaican population has supported the ban on plastics. The ban was introduced in phases starting January 1, 2019. It targets single-use plastic bags and plastic drinking straws. Since January 1, 2020, the policy has now moved to Phase 2, which targets expanded polystyrene or styrofoam used in the food and beverage industry. In Parliament Tuesday, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Darrell Vaz, said he expected a smooth transition from polystyrene to other alternatives. He also expressed satisfaction with the results of the ban on plastics.
Since the ban, the country has witnessed a pronounced reduction of plastics in terrestrial and marine environment. We have observed significant behavior and attitude change with regard to the banned items, and Jamaican calling for the banning of more items such as plastic utensils, Pampers and other plastic food containers. Mr. Speaker, there are several business opportunities for large corporations, and MSMEs have also blossomed from this initiative, with business being developed to specialize in the alternatives.
Minister Vaz says work on the third phase of the plastic ban, which will include the recycling of PET bottles and a deposit refund scheme, is in progress. He says Recycling Partners of Jamaica, RPJ, has been collecting PET bottles for recycling. RPJ is a joint venture between the government and the private sector. 360 schools and 120 independent depots have been used to collect bottles. 6 additional mini-depot sites are to be opened in the Kingston metropolitan area and central Jamaica. Still on plastics, 36 businesses have been prosecuted for breaching the ban. Minister Darrell Vaz says 6 of the companies have been fined, while another 30 are now before the courts.
Warning notices have also been issued to non-compliant persons and companies before enforcement action was taken. Mr. Speaker, let me reiterate, the government will be taking strong enforcement action against those persons and companies that do not comply with the ban.
Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton has given assurance that there is no shortage of the flu vaccine within the public healthcare system. In a statement to Parliament Tuesday, Minister Tufton said 25,400 doses of the trivalent influenza vaccine were purchased and distributed across the Regional Health Authority network. He said preliminary reports from the National Epidemiology Database showed that 2,370 doses of the vaccine were administered between November and December 2019.
The Ministry has made several available the flu vaccine free of cost in the public health system to high-risk members of the population, including healthcare workers, children and the elderly with chronic illnesses, pregnant women, individuals who are institutionalized or in state care, and non-health frontline workers.
Minister Tufton confirmed that 2 strains of the flu are currently circulating in Jamaica: Influenza A H3N2 and Influenza A H1N1 Pandemic 09. There were also 6 reported deaths from the Influenza A H1N1 Pandemic 09 strain between January and June last year.
I wish to take this opportunity to implore persons who fall in the high-risk groups to ensure that they are vaccinated against the flu. At the same time, Mr. Speaker, I encourage private healthcare providers to procure the influenza vaccine through private distributors in order to provide for the general population.
Influenza is a viral infection that spreads easily from person to person, mainly by coughing, sneezing, and poor hand hygiene. Gender Minister Olivia Grange is pleading with persons involved in situations of conflict to utilize the helplines set up by her ministry to eliminate gender-based violence. Minister Grange made the plea yesterday in the House of Representatives while condemning the recent murders of 3 women allegedly by their former partners. Male victims are being urged to contact 876-553-0387, while female victims may call 876-553-0372. Minister Grange says government has continued to pursue legislative solutions for enhanced security measures and will intensify the No Excuse for Abuse public education campaign.
Through these initiatives, the Gender Division continues to work closely with the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
The minister is also encouraging the public to utilize the domestic violence intervention centers provided by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. These centers offer professional counseling, referrals to appropriate agencies, follow-ups with clients, and credible and reliable information. Persons may contact the Domestic Violence Intervention Eye Care Centers at Constant Spring, 876-702-5120 or 876-702-5121. Matilda's Corner, 876-978-6003, or any police station across the island. In the meantime, the Ministry of Gender will be rolling out an €8 million initiative to end gender-based violence on the island. The Spotlight Initiative country program is being funded by the European Union. Initial projects will be rolled out in St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Kingston, Clarendon, Westmoreland, and St. Thomas.
Representatives from our Gender Advisory Council have already met with the local representatives from UN Country Team, including UN Women, United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA, United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF, and the United Nations Development Program, UNDP.
Minister Grange was speaking during the opening ceremony for the Women's Voice and Leadership Program, America's Workshop in Kingston Tuesday.
It is time for us to stop labeling gender-based violence as a man and woman affair. It is a horrific crime that we all have a role in bringing to an end. And so by our intervention, we will save lives.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.